Oh, I should have. I should have sent.
I
That's
need
my.
to slide to the I need to slide to the country so I can shoot this 37 millimeter, man.
Yeah, real talk. That joint look nice, bro. I ain't even gonna cat. I'm over here like, oh we, how I'm gonna get my hands on one of that?
Nah, real talk, bro.
Real
Cause
talk, bro.
and the thing is, that bad boy comes straight to the crib. No FFLs. Come straight to the
Right.
house.
Yeah, yeah. I need that ASAP.
Okay, let me cut that down. All right.
Oh yeah, we got some heat for y'all. We got some heat for y'all today, bro. Y'all get ready, cause, huh? Hey, B, you done put me on to something. I wasn't really like when you said like watch the videos. I'm listening to the videos and stuff, but I had to go back and re-review the video to actually get it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
oh my gosh, did you see the thumbnail I sent you?
Uh, I just seen the live. I mean, the StreamYard link. I ain't even
Oh
scrolled up.
man, nah. Go to your message and
Yeah, I'm
see
finna
and
go.
look at the link I sent you, bro. Oh my
I
god.
can't. I can't do that. And be on the live.
Oh,
I get
be
off.
on a lot. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Yeah, it's gonna kick you off. Okay, all right. Well, hold on. Don't trip. We at me because we still early. I'm gonna go ahead and put that thumbnail up there so you can see that joint. You go, bruh. Man, say we ready to hit y'all over the head with some stuff that we've been trying to warn y'all about, but you know, only the ones that really know is going to grasp this concept. Everybody else, you gonna be, you gotta go and the link to the videos that I'm gonna be playing is in the description. So all you gotta do is go click on the links and listen to what they're saying, like I had to go do. No cat, but yeah, that's oh man, bruh. See, and this is why this stuff is so important. Did y'all see the Olympics performance?
Oh.
Bruh. 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 Alright. Y'all keep thinking it's a damn game out here in these streets. Y'all keep thinking it's a game, bruh. Yeah, I mean, like, if people is coming out saying, did y'all see, bruh, I seen a picture where the guy was dressed in some all black lingerie shit, right? And then on further review of the video, well, of the picture, somebody zoomed in on the picture, bro, balls was hanging out, bro.
Hey man.
Like this, this on live TV, man, man.
Now, everybody let everybody tell it. Everything's just the same. Ain't nothing changed. You tripping. We tripping. You know,
Mm,
because really, man. The people with all of this. If you still sleep, you're gonna stay
mm.
sleep. You're gonna stay sleep.
Yeah, at this point in time.
And by the time you wake up, destruction gonna be upon you. Destruction gonna be at the front door. It's gonna be down the street.
Hmm.
So it is what it is, man. It's only gonna be a remnant. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Who are uh, uh, protected during these times. Sadly, most people, because of the prospect of death and just the whole how people are just so adverse to change, a lot of people gonna get caught up.
Hmm.
A lot of people gonna get caught up because they don't know how to listen to their intuition. Um, They don't understand how that works. They don't understand how uh, their intuition or your God consciousness, that little voice inside your head that tells you when to do something or when not to do something. They don't understand how to use it. So you at the mercy of YouTube, the media, and they ain't gonna do nothing but tell you a bunch of lies. So it's only gonna be a handful, man. And
Mm-hmm.
and, and we are part of that handful, you know, full spectrum survival, more frugal, all the other channels, they part of that remnant. Because if you look at those channels and compare it to the overall class of YouTube, it's a very, very small percentage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that. I ain't
Yeah.
doing no shit. We here, we here to build up those that's trying to build up themselves. What up, Zay?
Yeah, shouts out Zay in the building. Hey, nah, for real though, like this picture, I want y'all to really dissect this picture before I take it down. Yeah, man, I want y'all to dissect this picture, bro, because this picture is important to we're going to be presenting today, and I got this picture off generated. It was generated from AI. And hold on, this is what I put in because because I don't know exactly how she said it or how she was saying it, but this is what I put in. City of shambles with people fighting and rioting and a dragon flying over and a flag of Kamala Harris in the background. This is what the joint generated, and I was like, wow, this is crazy because if this is not what this lady was talking about, and we're going to get, like I said, we're going to get to that, but I want y'all to dissect this picture. This lady is not running scared. I want y'all to understand that. Yeah, I mean, look at her face, look at the facial expressions, look how the dragon is placed. Is this is remember this is generated now. This is not, and this is my words. So let's get to what we need to get to because this shit crazy. We ready to fuck y'all head up. And when B say, hey, y'all need to be prayed up, and whoever y'all, yeah, I mean, praying for, yeah, y'all need to get in tune with that ASAP. Oh yeah.
Now,
Stay in
now,
church the
if you about to show some of her information, chop, this is what I
Yeah.
want to say to the audience.
Oh yeah. My fault. Please introduce the
Uh,
lady because I don't know.
okay, so this is I call her Sister Celestial, but she's actually a prophetess. Okay, so what that means is if you have questions or you do not agree with what she's saying, please keep those comments to yourself. We're not here to debate. This is not a debate. We're not here to try to debate, try to convert nobody. Whatever you believe, that can still be your belief. But I'm asking the listeners to extend, the utmost respect to this woman because the things that she's been allowed to come into the knowledge of merits utmost attention and your utmost respect. I mean, this is not no bootleg preacher. This is not TD Jakes. This is not, the normal. This is not, the run of the mill church personality. This is somebody that I believe has been commissioned by the Most High, and I believe that she receives messages from the Most High as it relates to the times in which we live and the times in which we go into. So her name is Celestial, You can find all of these videos, or you can go to her channel, which is the Master's Voice Prophecy blog. You go over there. You can look at all the videos that she have. This is a woman who's been getting prophecies from the Most High since 2012, and the things that she gonna be speaking about, she spoke these things years before they happened. So just want to put that out there so everybody know. This is we not trying to debate. It's not did Jesus was Jesus a real person? We not on that type of time. So just put that out there. That's it, chap.
All right. Nah, for real. Like B ain't lying. Be telling y'all some real shit there. Like this lady done said some shit, and he done sent me a video and I had to look at the time on the video, like, hold up. Like, yo, bro, you know this video is a lot. Yeah, bro, I'm trying to tell you. Like, so this shit ain't no bullshit. Like, we don't, like I said, we're not coming here with no bullshit. And just trust. Oh, this is only clips of the video that I'm playing. I'm not playing the whole video. This is only clips, and then we're gonna go to full spectrum. And I just want y'all to listen. This is why I don't have my pic. I don't have my face up there. You don't get to see my face today. You don't get to see my background, because I want you. It's a listening game. You know what I mean? I want y'all to pay the fuck attention. That's what this game is. Pay the fuck attention. I should have put it as the title, but you know how YouTube is. So let's look at this picture one more time before we start. I mean, let's just look at this picture, analyze this picture, and then we're gonna get into what she talking about. Miss Sister Celestial. That those words together be messing me up, bro. Celestial already messes me up. Period. So Sister Celestial is like it's a tongue twister. No
Yeah, or
disrespect.
you could just say celestial. She don't mandate, anybody call her a specific title. Only
Right.
thing that she is that, people show respect, don't come with, negative, belittling comments just because
Mhm.
you may not agree or you don't believe, you know what I'm saying? So, and if I'm not a part, I don't know what she a part of, what church and none of that, but I am a part of that spirit that that want to
Mhm.
do right. You understand what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I know if she was on the platform, she would tell the listeners the same thing I'm saying. So
Word.
so I'm just, putting it out there.
Church. This church in America is also the persecuted church. Persecution will arise in this country that if it were told to you now, you would scarcely believe it. And yet we are going to see it. And the blood of the saints and the martyrs will run in this nation as they hunt down people who name the name of Jesus Christ at almost every cost. So late last night, I was in prayers, and after I'd finished the prayers and I was about to sleep, the Lord spoke to me so clearly. And He said, tell them these things from me. Tell them that these things will surely come to pass. There is no help anymore. America has surrendered her position. She has been taken over by the dragon. Tell them what I said. Kamala Harris is coming, and with her, some of the most dire times in U.S. history. When times are dire, we're looking at famine, flood, the lack of agriculture, the crash of money. Dire means when the human being is put into such severe straits that if you look at every single part of your life, every single part is failing, every single part is not working. Every single part is a cause for fame, for pain. You're losing family members, you're losing friends, people are being buried left, right, and center. There is no work in the economy, there is no money in the economy, there is no economic health, there is no social health. The children are out of control, the children are being taken away by God. When things are dire, it literally means they have come to a point of no hope. God says that when you see Kamala Harris coming into power, she is bringing with her some of the worst times that this nation has ever passed through. He said she will be the president of this country and there is nothing to be done about it. Tell them it will be loss of freedom and loss of life like never before. Tell them from me that America will never be great again and that decline and economic rot will eat this nation from the ground up like termites. So if
Mm, mm.
Now, mind you, she said this way before 2024. She first started speaking about Kamala, if I'm not mistaken, in 2019, 2020.
Yeah, cause,
And
'cause I
and
think
here we are. Go ahead.
I said I think she said this one was like 1 out of 4 or 1 out of 5 or something like that. I think it was 1 out of 4, and that was the fourth one that she done did.
So we have a individual who's obviously privy to information that we are not privy to because she called Kamala coming to the White House before Joe Biden even was sick, before Joe Biden even fell down the first time. So this is not a coincidence. It's not a you know before you make the audience. I don't know what your particular belief is as it relates to the higher power, but in the scripture, the Bible and the Quran, the Most High always send messengers to warn people before destruction comes. I'm 48 years old. I've never seen anyone in my time in the social media age call the things that she has called with such accuracy. This is beyond fortune telling. This is beyond, Miss Cleo or, some kind. This is beyond all of that. The source that she's connected to is supplying her with detailed information. And when you look at this prophecy and you juxtapose it to what's actually going on now, she said Kamala was going to be the president and there wasn't going to be nothing nobody could do about it. And by golly, if I ain't mistaken, she's the Democratic nominee. And if Joe Biden, for whatever reason, doesn't see the end of the presidency alive, then she will be running not only as the nominee, but she'll be running as an incumbent, virtually a re-election. So it's just something to think about. She said that when we saw Kamala, that some of the most difficult times that the country has ever passed through was going to be upon us. And we look at the economy. We look at how many jobs been lost just in 2024 alone. So the our present conditions are matching up with the prophecy that she was given 2, 3, 4 years ago.
Mm. Man, I mean, if this ain't no eye opener, And this ain't nothing like if you can't hear this and then start thinking outside the box or even like listening to this and questioning like, dang, you know what? Hold up. Does she have a point? Is she hitting on something? Because from what I hear, from what I hear from the videos that you give me, I have to go back and look at the time, and I be tripping like, yo, this she said this years ago. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dang, that's crazy that part that this right here would be so pushed far back and not relevant. You see what I'm saying? Like this shit crazy, bro. Like this is why I had to do this live, bro. Like, we had to be and we had to talk about this shit
See,
because
go ahead.
because that's just one clip. Like I said, that's just one clip that's only 2 minutes long out of a whole hour. Do you
See,
understand what was said in that hour?
see, the thing is that since we worship, when I say we, not me,
Hmm. I know. I
but
get you.
people,
Yeah.
since people in this nation pretty much worship the intellect, they worship the mind, they worship philosophy. And when you go down these roads, all these roads lead to man is God, man invented God, there is no God. So you end up wrapped up in these philosophies, right? And this philosophy is the thread that runs through all of American society. That's why people are so anti. That's why people don't know how to pray now. Pray for what?
Hmm.
That's the average person's response. When you tell them to pray, pray for what? Pray to who? And then they come with all the reasons why they shouldn't pray or they don't pray or why they don't believe. And it all boils down to the fact that, like I was talking to you earlier, when people find themselves in situations, right, in
Hmm.
life changing situations, they want to run to God and expect God just to, move because they in a jam, and it don't work that way.
Right.
And so because it doesn't work out for them in that instance, they'll take that instance and use that as proof in their minds that God don't exist. Because if God existed, then why God let me, when God didn't have nothing to do with you, 9 times out of 10, getting in the situation that you in the first place? You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So, you know, but we worship machines, we worship these phones, we worship technology. So here you are being introduced to somebody who's getting information from a source that's outside of space and time. Like I told you before, the God conscious part of us is outside of space and time. That's why your intuition warn you before you do something stupid.
Right.
That's gonna bring bad consequences because the intuition, since it's outside of space and time, it can already see that the choices you finna make now are gonna bring you bad consequences in the future. So it'll try to warn you now. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So so when you worship technology and you believe that it's no God and all them things, what you do is you dull the voice to where it's almost silent inside of you. That's why most people they don't have a conscience when they come to doing wrong. They don't feel nothing. Stealing, they don't care. That they owe me this. This is the mantra. They owe me this. I ain't stealing. They owe me this. Who owe you?
Hmm.
You feel what I'm
Right.
saying?
Hey, yeah.
So that's what it is, and that's why it's so
Salute to Naeem in
mind-boggling
the
for a lot
building.
of people. That's why it's so. What's up, Naeem? That's why it's so mind-boggling for a lot of people to wrap their head around the fact that, hey, there is a power that's outside of space and time. And that power is how she's able to call things from 2019, 2020, 2022. That's how she's able to call that because that source of information is not bound up in space and time.
Hmm. Yeah,
And
she
when,
and
and we, go
my
ahead.
fault. No, no, I would say yeah. She says that in there too. Like people want to come to me and ask me about timetables and all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's like there's no time to this. I'm getting a message and all I'm doing is dissecting it and giving the message the best way I can to y'all so that y'all can understand what I'm receiving and what's coming to me. And a lot of people don't grasp that. Like you said, they don't have no sense of faith or no sense of belief system. So they will never understand or grasp the concept of what she's really getting at.
And it's unfortunate
Hmm.
because when you lean on your own understanding and your own abilities off the top, you limit it. See, just leaning on your own, just saying to yourself, you got it, that's a form of arrogance in and of itself because reality is you can't have everything. And if you don't have a human to assist you, then you have to know how to tap into the unseen forces that will assist you, that have assisted people from times, from ancient times. See, I'm not going to be an individual here in 2024, stop believing in certain things that have stood the test of time. See, most of these attitudes that people have as it relates to the Most High, that's some two, three generations old school of thought. I'm not finna ride with that when these books are still here despite all the attacks that they have been up under for the centuries now,
Hmm.
for millennia. See, anything that can stand the test of time, that says a lot to me as far as what's real and what's not. Most of the life philosophies of people is some kind of trendy popcorn saying that people not gonna be saying in 2 or 3 months. That so I you know I don't I don't question. I'm aware enough to know when I'm hearing truth, so I don't have to question. What's understood
Facts.
don't have to be explained with me. I don't
Facts.
have to. I don't have to have all the proof because a lot of time people be asking for proof just to confirm disbelief. See, if it shows you every sign in the world, you still gonna find out. But what if? And why is it? And what if? So you know, and that mentality is gonna get a lot of people messed off. And when things start popping off, and again, we can sit here on this YouTube in our daily lives, in our individual lives, and play like ain't nothing going on if we want to. But you see what's going on in Paris. You see what happened over there last night,
Hmm.
right on the heels of the Last Supper mockery and all of that. So everybody can play like nothing is going on. It ain't gonna never happen. That's your business. I ain't trying to convince nobody at this point. I'm only here to encourage those that's already on track. The time for trying to reach back and look back, and I'm not. That time is over. If you ain't already on, the Most High gonna have to cut you on, because I'm not concerned with that.
Hmm.
I'm concerned about those of us of like mind, you know, getting the things that we need to get together on a spiritual level, because it's gonna take more than food. It's gonna take more than water. It's gonna take more than bullets to get us through these times that we coming up in.
Bullets
So
ain't gonna help the times that we go. Only like Naeem said. You mean God wants her to come out and give the message. She not doing this for no monetary value. She not doing this to be benefited in no type of way. She doing this to make sure that y'all are prepared. Y'all can see the play coming.
Right. Because, like I
Like,
say, you can't, when a person is calling events years in advance, I mean, again, the first time she started talking about Trump was 2019. She had already said that man wouldn't get back in that seat. She was already saying Kamala was going to be the next president. And when she came to that seat, that meant loss of freedom. It meant times was going to be harder than they ever been. She already said this way back.
right.
And now, so it's not a question of is this real and not for me. It's not a question of is this real and man, look, if you that lame or you can't hear the voice of the Most High speaking through a human being, then that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk, that's on you. That's just the bottom line, bro. And again, these prophecies that she's made, you look at the society, look at the times that we in. The times that we in are in lockstep with these prophecies that she's made. That's what killed debate for me. I never was debating anyway, because
Right.
I have a relationship with the Most High. But any doubt that should kill any discussion. What are you
Right.
talking about? The things that she done said, we heard.
And it's day and time right now.
And it's finna get worse. That's the thing. And guess why I keep saying the light's still on. The light still. I keep
Mhm.
saying that because she's already spoke of a time where the light's gonna be off. She spoke of a time where your passport is gonna be rejected. Oh, ye passport bros. And matter of fact, the passport ranking right now in the world is number 6. The United States passport is ranked number 6 right now. It used to be ranked number 1, meaning it was accepted anywhere in the world. It's to slip some notches now, and it's actually being rejected some places in the world right now. So, you know, I don't know what to tell nobody.
Nah, she know what to tell. Hold on. She know what to tell your ass. Hold on.
Will
Oh,
eat
hold on. Let me take thumbnail down real quick. You outside, B?
Nah. Oh, you hear that fan?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay, my bad.
No, you good.
decline and economic rot will eat this nation from the ground up like termites. So I've already covered in many prophecies that this woman would be coming. And it's in fact in the last one, I said that unless something severely different was shown to me by the Lord, then these almost 8 or 9 prophecies concerning Kamala Harris would be the last one. But God was saying, this woman is the first face of
My fault. I said 5. She said 8, 8 or 9. Good grief. She was on the roll. See what I'm saying? Like, bruh, and to have that many, that means this was look, you had to talk about this. Like, you had to tell people this. Like, he's making sure that you know that this is what you had to talk about. That's crazy. It's not crazy, but it's y'all better pay attention.
the New World Order. Kamala Harris is a New World Order president, meaning she will be the first tangible face representing the New World Order system. And no matter what it looks like now, God says, no matter how the coming events will be presented to America, it must be understood that this woman is not an American president. She does not serve American ideals. She is not seeking America's best interests. She's not representing American causes. She is not interested in the economic betterment or the recovery of America. She is a new world order architect, and she is serving the throne of the beast. And God says that by the time Americans recognize it, it will be too late when they wake up to the fact that this woman is not connected to this nation at all, that she has no natural sympathies in her heart, but instead she and many others that we will see coming on the power scene are all sympathetic to an entity that has already won power for itself. The Lord told me and said, America is now under the principality of the dragon, Satan himself. Satan has taken control and established himself. Now he is going to rule from his seat in Pergamum with an iron fist. And the scripture is, to the angel of the church of Pergamos, write, these things says he who has the sharp two-edged sword. I know your works and where you dwell, where Satan's throne is. This is Revelation 2, verses 12 to 13. And
Mm, mm, mm. Bruh, when I tell you this shit, I didn't generate this shit, bro. Did you hear what I typed? I didn't even type it correctly. Like none of the shit that I typed even made sense when now that I read it back to myself. I put city in shambles with people fighting and rioting, and a dragon flying over and a flag of Kamala Harris in the background. And this is what the shit generated.
That's AI for you. This is not this is not 1983. This ain't, Windows, DOS and Excel. We here. Like I said with the Minority Report, the technology is here. People are living in 3D printed houses.
Mm.
Meaning that house ain't brick from concrete or bricks. A house that's printed out on a 3D printer. People are living in those things. So we hear chat GTC, artificial intelligence is what people need to start saying instead of AI. Because you say AI and you not really
Dumbing it
grasping,
down.
you're
Yeah.
not grasping the concept.
Mm-hmm.
Artificial intelligence is when you put in concepts, that's an abstract concept. City and shambles, dragon, all those are abstract concepts. On the IQ test, you have a section called abstract reasoning. So the artificial intelligence has the ability to take these abstract ideas in the form of words that you put into that engine and create an image. That's artificial intelligence. That AI shit. AI is people that need to say AI are people that's in the field, that's actually in that field. Us laymen, we need to say artificial intelligence because it's artificial intelligence that's gonna put the human being out of work. It's already putting people out of work. What you think the writer strike about is about in Hollywood? The companies don't want to pay the producers, don't want to pay the writers because they can get Chat GPT to write a script better than them. So what I'm gonna pay you for? And you American actors and actresses that don't want to work for lower money, I just go overseas. Look on Netflix and see how many movies, how many of those movies have stars from overseas in them. The straight foreign movies.
Mm-hmm.
So we here, bro. That's what again. You tripping, and you should because the reality is the same way in Minority Report. The precogs picked up images, wrote down the name on the ball. The ball came out the machine. Tom Cruise used the touch screens to find out where this man was living, right? That was all started off of abstract thought of the precogs in the photon milk on the movie. So the
Be sweating
precog
in the
is
building.
the precog is similar to artificial intelligence. So yeah, that's what that is, bro. We hear you get to talking again. We have devices that monitor our conversation, and that's why
Mhm.
certain things that you say come up in your Google feed or come up in your YouTube feed because that's artificial intelligence. Intelligence means the ability to reason. So when you were saying these words dealing with this artificial intelligence, it was reasoning. It went through a number of images before it selected the right ones to bring you the most accurate depiction of what you were trying to describe.
Right.
So yeah, we here, bro. Ain't no sense in being shocked
Yeah, this
because yeah,
that
we
shit.
ain't no sense in being shocked. Ain't no sense in being dumbfounded or whatever. Shit, we here. I keep saying this shit. I've been saying this shit since I've been on your channel. We are here, and the shit ain't going backwards. So everybody can bullshit and drag your feet and play games and spend your time on this and that. I'm telling you,
Forget
Paris,
that. She telling
Paris,
you.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Celestial telling
It's
you.
it,
Sister Celestial
and
telling you.
it's people been calling the destruction of America since the '70s, bro. So if black folk want to keep playing these bullshit games with themselves, then shit, I don't know what to tell them, bro. Because
Hmm.
I understand what she's saying. What she's saying, the majority of people gonna fall victim to because they just not gonna wake up. This shit is just they just not.
Ho, I got a better one. Hold on. I got you, B. I got you. Y'all think it's a game? Shouts out to Full Spectrum Survival because this is why I brought Full Spectrum Survival up here. Y'all think that we just coming out with bullshit? Hold on.
And just start really barreling through it. If
Let's go ahead and get into this real quick. Now, I just want you to pay attention. Like that's why I said this is a listening game. We came to listen today. Yeah, I mean, just pay attention to what he says. And this is only one. This is only one video. We only gonna play. I think it's like the first part of the video, but we're gonna get into the second video after we touch back in to Sister Celestial. Hold on though, but just listen to what he says.
All right, folks, we have got a lot of news to get through. Let's go ahead and just start really barreling through it. If you're coming here to know what's going on around the world. Let's get to it. The Powell translation and what has been said by the Federal Reserve recently says that we are stuck in our economy. If they keep rates elevated, they are likely to blow up parts of this economy. And what they have seen is they have pushed themselves into a position that they can't change the rates. They know that we're about to be effed. China and Belarus, in their recent anti-terror military exercises in Belarus, right next to the border with Poland, are being seen by NATO as a severe action of consequence to the NATO push against Russia. 45% of all parents who are taking their children to Disney are going into debt for the trip, according to Lending Tree. Now, here is a little bit of a prophecy. If you believe in prophecies or just people who may have a better understanding of the trends and what might happen in the future, Baba Vanga, I might be saying that wrong, often called the Nostradamus of the Balkan region, is believed to have predicted numerous significant events. These included the 9 of 11 and the war in Ukraine. The latest prediction, she's a female, the latest prediction claims that the end of the world will begin in 2025. Now, this is a Tiatwaki. Tiatwaki is an acronym for the end of the world as you know it. It means that everything that you knew about the old world prior to this event is changed. It's gone. Now, we may have already experienced that post-COVID. We may have already seen the end of the world as we knew it.
Bro, this is yesterday. This video is yesterday.
So you got two sources talking about end times.
Not only that, he don't even know nothing about Sister Celestial, and he's talking about prophecies. How ironic is that?
because there's no limitation on the Most High. The Most High know every language.
Thank
So,
you.
so the man in Russia, I mean, the sister in Russia, I like to call these women oracles. The oracle in Russia is calling the same thing celestial call, because this is going to be a global event. It didn't just say the end of this nation or that. This finna be a global event, and we've been deceived. People have been deceived into thinking that just because you don't feel like it's real and you don't think it's this and that, that make it so. How many body cam videos you got to watch? Police pulling people over, and they say they don't feel like, I don't believe I should be going to jail. How many of them people don't go to jail? Because the world ain't governed off what you feel and what you believe. It don't matter. We at a point to where it don't even matter, man. You don't believe it, cool. Take your happy ass to the FEMA camp, because you damn sure ain't got no faith to go on the run. You ain't got no faith or no goddamn resources. The
Now,
average.
so and Naeem got a point. Naeem got a point. She says a lot of this could be because of predictive programming, and that's true. I'm not discrediting that. Only thing I'm gonna say is that when I listen to this video that was done quite some time ago, and then I hear talk about people asking about time frames and shit like that, and that this stuff don't have no certain time frame on it, and then the next video that just randomly comes out from Full Spectrum talks about prophecies. You mean that shit right there, it takes my spider senses, and it tinkles my spider senses. You see what I'm saying? My spider senses get the tingling, and then that's like, oh, hold up, dog. That's a sign. That's a sign right there. You know what I'm
See,
saying? Because what
for
made
some,
him want to talk about prophecies if he never talked about prophecies before, and prophecy is not a hot topic to talk about in this time. Go ahead,
because
B.
number one, ain't nothing new under the sun. So anytime destruction is coming to a nation of people, it's always a warning. There are always warning signs. Why do you think that America is compared to Rome so much? You type in Rome and American comparisons, we are doing the same exact thing the Romans were doing when they failed, when the Roman Empire was overtaken. We're doing the same thing.
Mhm.
So again, ain't nothing new under the sun. Cycles repeat themselves. If people don't, again, those that don't learn from history bound to repeat it. You don't learn from your mistakes, you're bound to repeat it. So
Mhm.
with that being said, no different than in the Bible. The children of Israel get bought out of one situation, they forget, had to get warner, tell them about the same stuff, get them out of the situation, they forget. It's, you know what I'm saying? This is the cycle. So that's why you got multiple people. This man Wade in Russia that he's speaking about. I mean that woman that Full Spectrum is speaking about. She Wade in Russia.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, she's Wade in Russia. Because again, the Most High is not confined to time and space. We are. We are. Our minds are. Not the mind of the Most High. That is not confined to time and space, nor is it confined to whatever, again, we think or we feel. When you got somebody talking about Kamala was going to come to the seat at a time when that was unfathomable, that's not, that's going beyond the realm of human logic and reasoning and deduction because nothing gave her an indication that Kamala would become the seat. Again, she was calling that before Joe fell the first time.
Mm-hmm.
She was saying Trump was going to be, bumped off before the first assassination attempt.
Bro, she said dire times, which
We
means
already,
like
bro,
fathom and all that
we
shit.
already heard.
And then this guy come out and say economic decline. You know what I mean? Like he said the same shit. You know what I'm
He's
saying? But
saying, he's
he's saying
saying
it
the
in their
reality.
terms.
He's saying the reality that we already living in. You talking about economic decline? We there already. We've been there since COVID. Ain't
Mhm.
nobody recovered from COVID. Everybody's doing. Almost not everybody. Most people, the average, is doing worse than they were before 2020 quarantine.
Right.
So again, when you talk about economic decline, we hear he just speaking of the reality again. She already said this. She said this way back. People were still getting PPP loans.
Hmm. Yeah. No, real talk.
So, like I say, people can believe what they want to, but I don't argue with facts. I don't argue with objective proof. Fuck what I think and what I feel. What is the truth?
Hmm.
And whenever you getting confirmation from a whole nother country, again, ain't no coincidence. The reason he on prophecy is because everybody's trying to figure out how they gonna make it. Because just food and water and bullets ain't gonna cut it. So
Nah,
that's
real
why
talk.
that's why you have to go past, you know, the traditional means of reaching some type of psychological or emotional comfort about a impending bad situation. That's why you're trying to find out, well, what was said before. That's the natural course of problem solving. So shit, like I say, man, looking
Yeah.
at looking at how fast again the transition. We said uh we spoke about Biden in 7 days. He was talking about he was done. And we had already said, man, I don't think that he gonna make it. We
Hmm.
already said that shit. So
Hmm.
for me, we at a point in time where if you can't connect dots, then you're just gonna be lost. There's no time to be explaining and trying to look. The dots are there. If you can't make the picture, that's on you.
Facts.
If, you know what I'm saying? Because all
Yeah.
the dots are here. All the dots. I mean, everything.
And
If anybody is fighting against the reality that we living in a whole nother time frame, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
no cap name. And I was just talking about that. Like people so spiritually dead that once that shit happens, bro, y'all gonna be overwhelmed. Like, nah, bro, fuck that, bro. Nah, I've been told y'all. I've been sending because you know what you know what's crazy now. This stuff this reminds me of the Book of Noah. You know, the whole people everybody think like Noah's Ark was just about, oh, it was a flood and he had to build this boat and he had to keep the animals alive, and like they don't really grasp the whole concept of that story. The whole concept of that story was that God was upset with the image of the people and how they was living. So he sent Noah down there to tell them to get their stuff in order because he was gonna flood everything and wipe out, their stuff. And Noah went there with the message and was telling them like, bro, this is gonna happen. He's upset with y'all. We're gonna have he gonna start from scratch. And they basically laughed at him and sent him on his way. So he went back and told God, like, bro, they not listening to me. He like, all right, well, I mean, shit, you did what you had to do. This the time limit. Yeah, I mean, you got to go ahead and build this joint. I'll make sure everything is good for you. Just go ahead, stick to the time limit and build this joint for the creatures to get on, bro. And you gonna be straight because I'm wiping them out. So he went and did what he went and did what he was told to do, and the people got wiped out. This is the time that we're in again. Like B said, when nothing's new under the sun. This is the time that we're in. We're in the whole Noah's Ark all over again. These people is telling us these signs is out here.
Yep. And in the same way, again, Christ said in the Bible, as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be at the end. What were people doing during Noah's day? Partying,
And
dancing.
bullshit.
Yeah, they was just they was living their best life. What we would say today, living their best life. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and again, it like I say, man, we here. If you
Yeah.
can't see, if you can't see that there is spiritual darkness upon the land, when you have 8-year olds shooting 12-year olds, relatives over a phone, when you have family members offing the whole family, that's not common. Nobody on this live can say that they remember a time where we was just killing family members and kids, 8-year olds just picking up straps and killing 12-year olds. You don't remember no time like that. Cause this shit ain't never happened before.
Mhm.
And we in the time, the Bible speaks of a time that was never before. We in that time, bro. Whenever you can have a parade, whenever your so-called rights of people trumps all moral decency,
Hmm.
whenever parents are so misguided in their thinking that they take their children to pride parades only to witness people being urinated on, old ass men out here butt naked, your society is sick.
Mhm.
Period. Point blank. And when societies get sick, when nations get sick, history show those nations get destroyed.
Mhm.
I'm sure in Rome, all the Roman elites and the Roman citizens, they never thought that it would be a day where that Colosseum would be a tourist attraction. They never thought that the mighty Roman Empire would be a tourist attraction, but it is. People travel all around the world to go to the Colosseum. And matter of fact, my brother, before he died, he sent me a postcard from the Colosseum in Rome when he went. So for those of us that's in this land, we can't see, we don't believe, and again, that's a frightening proposition to know that everything that you know is finna be overturned. And if you can't see it's already being overturned, then again, I don't know what to tell you. I don't specialize in LASIK surgery. I can't get them cataracts off your eyes. I can't unstop your ears. I can't. So,
Real talk.
you know, you know what I'm saying? I mean, people can play around with it if they want to. But like she said, Noah, that's about being prepared, and it's also a metaphor of how the truth can be in the presence of people and they are rejected. They've been rejecting it. It ain't just start with us. It ain't just start with this channel or with Naeem channel or any other channel that put out facts. This shit ain't just start with us. They've been rejecting truth because there's always been a war. The war started in heaven. That war ain't stopped. That
Mm-hmm.
war is not over. That war is not over. So the war that was taking place in heaven is still taking place, and it's taking place on earth. Always has been. So that's just what that is, man. That's just what that is. When you live in a society where allegedly child porn is illegal, right? But the mechanisms for people to still make this shit and publish it and post it are still there. I call that being a hypocrite. Why you going you see what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm. Nah, for real.
if you were trying to remedy the problem, then get rid of the whole medium through which people express these ideas. But that's too much like right. Why? Because it's too much money being made. People worship money, bro. The show
Yeah,
Fear Factor, the show Fear Factor showed us that.
yeah. They'll do anything.
Yeah. So if people worship money and the Bible say the love of money is the root of all evil, then what did that say about the people? What does that say about the people? If you love money
Mm,
and the
mm.
Bible says for the love of money is the root of all evil, then what does that say about the people?
They chasing that bag, bro. That's
Yeah,
all. No, I don't love the
right.
money, bro. I'm just chasing the bag, bro. Just trying.
Man, the idol is money, the idol is clothes, the idol is self. The idol is everything. That's why, like Naeem was saying, people spiritually dead. Yeah, because they got so much
Mhm.
shit in front of God. They got so much shit piled up on top of God that they got to dig through all the bullshit to even try to find that. And most people don't have the willpower to do that. Most people can't miss a goddamn meal. Don't tell me what you gonna stand up for. You can't miss a motherfucking meal. You ain't got no goddamn willpower to take a stand and stand for something. That shit takes willpower.
Hmm.
So if you can't make a meal, how the fuck you gonna stand up for your life?
Hmm.
You gonna take your ass to one of them camps. What you gonna do?
Mm. Man, hold on, bro.
Because
Let's
because
hold on,
because because
hold on, B. Hold on. Let's get to the last video. Then we gonna finish tapping in on that because they gotta hear the end of this. They gotta hear the end of this. This is the end. Yeah, I mean, I just want y'all to pay attention.
These things are from the I am who is perfect. They shall certainly be, whether you believe them or not. But when they come to pass, know that it was revealed to you what the end of America will be: a regime government, a rogue government under sway to the beast and controlled by the dragon who gave him his throne. Please do not forget that I said that as this prophecy began, as God was talking to me last night before bed, I was seeing a massive dragon flying over America, and it was crying out, roaring. It was just a dragon roaring. But what that roar was saying was victory, victory. And it was flying all over this country. I have put scripture in the written post for you. Scripture is necessary. I have put 5
Mm, mm. That's AI generated that. Don't that shit look like is saying victory be?
hmm,
Don't that shit look like victory to me? That shit like victory to me, right?
It's definitely flying. She said that it was flying low, like just gliding over 'em.
She said holding the fist up with the holding the iron fist up.
Yeah, so
What's Kamala doing? I'm telling this generated by AI. Y'all heard what I put in that bitch, bro. If this not no fucking sign, if this is not a sign, bro, like my bad, B. I had to play that end part so people can understand what you was getting to, bro. It was like we at the end times. America's like B said a long time ago. We due for us to fall, bro.
you can't go around the world bombing, poisoning soil, poisoning water, creating artificial famine, creating generational birth defects because people the radiation fallout is actually changing the chromosomes of the people. You can't do that and think you're gonna keep doing it. You think it's gonna if you as a human being can't keep robbing and stealing without something bad happening to you, why the hell do people think a country or a nation can do it and nothing's gonna happen to it? Make that make sense.
Right now, America definitely does, bro. They
Make that make sense. If you cannot get away with robbing and stealing without an eventual consequence for your actions, what makes people think a country, a nation can do it? What makes people think this country don't have something coming to it? When you look at the native history, what happened there? You look at the African history, what happened there? You look at what they did in World War II with those two atomic bombs, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You look at the plutonium poisoning that happened during both Desert Storm conflicts. You look at the fact that they poisoned the soil in Ethiopia. We always wonder how was what happened over there. Yeah, the soil got poisoned, so the people can't grow food. That's what I mean. Manufactured famine. And you think this country just gonna keep skipping down the street? You being naive if you think that. If you think that, you just naive. You need to ask God for some courage. You need to go see the Wiz and get a heart.
hmm,
Cause you on 10 man out here. You need a heart around this bitch.
bruh, bruh, hold on. I gotta play that again while the picture is up there, so, cause it
Tell
hit
you,
different when you see the picture.
these things are from the I am who is perfect. They shall certainly be, whether you believe them or not. But when they come to pass, know that it was revealed to you what the end of America will be: a regime government, a rogue government under sway to the beast and controlled by the dragon who gave him his throne. Please do not forget that I said that as this prophecy began, as God was talking to me last night before bed, I was seeing a massive dragon flying over America, and it was crying out, roaring. It was just a dragon roaring. But what that roar was saying was victory, victory. And it was flying all over this country. I have put scripture.
Mm, mm, mm. Man, say man, this 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 is on a Sunday too. This is on a Sunday too. I ain't expect to go to do this on a Sunday.
Man,
Like,
this is the thing. This is the thing, man. Our people, the grandparents and great grands, they had an understanding about the unseen, and that's how they was able to do a lot with a little bit. That's how they was able, because again, Great Depression, our people was alive. We had family members go through that shit. How did they make it? How did they make it? They made it through praying and they made it through making do with what they had, with what
Facts.
they had. That's how they made it. When we could do that same thing, but the problem is the average person is so spoiled and soft. That's why I say you can't miss a goddamn meal. Don't tell me what you finna fight for. We are not connected to the most high. We too busy running around this motherfucker trying to prove that it ain't no goddamn God. So I say it's there. You got full spectrum, you got more Fugal news, you got all these different levels of information saying the same thing. Something is about to go down. Get yourself ready. And the ready that Celestial is talking about is a ready that most people ain't they ain't gonna never get that far. You
Nah.
have to because she talk about repenting for your sins, for your wrongs. And
Mm-hmm.
how you gonna do that when in your mind you justified? You everything that the average person do, you justify that shit, be it right or wrong.
Right.
And the ultimate justification is I'm grown. I'm a grown ass man. I'm a grown ass woman. Even though what you doing may be wrong, so it's that arrogance that's gonna prevent people from even acknowledging to the Most High that they've been wrong. See, and again, people think God is some kind of fucking TV dinner. That shit don't work that way. People
Right.
want God to do shit for them, but you ain't gave God 15 minutes of the motherfucking day.
Mm.
Like I always say, you ain't said thank you for fucking waking up.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers wake up acting like they woke they goddamn self up, chop. People move on this earth like they really got control. And the fact of the matter is, as human beings, we are so weak and fragile, it's not even funny. If you put the human being as is up against a lion, a cheetah, anything in the animal kingdom, the human being is at the bottom of the spectrum. The only thing that separates us is intellect. And sadly, most people use the intellect to justify every bad fucking decision. It's always somebody else's fault. It's no accountability. Man, so people not gonna even be able to get to that part. That's why they're gonna be asking God for help and shit ain't no help gonna come. Cause God don't work like that. The universe don't work like that. Reciprocity. You gotta put some in to get some out. You ain't gave God 5 minutes, but you want God to goddamn it pay your bond, pay your bill, get you out of this, get you out of that. Come on, man, that shit don't work that way.
Hell yeah. Nah.
That-
Salute Theo. Salute Theo, because me and Theo was talking about that. And me and Theo was talking about yeah, we need to come with our own guidelines and when we build our community. And I'm like, yeah, nah, for real. And we had got to talk about praying, and I was telling him, like, yo, see, people want to pray for the shit that they want instead of praying for helping others and the needs of others and stuff like that, putting others first, and then whatever you trying to get, then you pray for that on your personal, you know what I'm saying? So he like, yeah, and I also feel like you should pray multiple times. And I'm like, nah, for real. He like, cause I pray all throughout the day. And I'm like, yeah, nah, for real. Like that should be a thing. Like you should be able to pray all throughout the day. Like if you got a certain hour that you want to pray on, that you schedule your hours and you pray on them hours. And that one, your job can't discriminate against that, because that goes against their guidelines. So if you stopping to do what you gotta do to pray and shit like that, they catch your attitude. Oh shit, that's not like a personal problem. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't discriminate against my religion. So it works in multiple facets. and I feel like that's a good tool as well. Because what if I go to the job and I'm having a good day, and then somebody start irking my nerves doing some dumbass shit. I mean, I'm like, yo, you know what? Instead of me taking it out on him, I'm gonna go pray. I'm gonna go over here and pray for this fool. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it shouldn't be shunned upon. Just go do that.
Yeah.
That help. That'll help you. That'll help a lot of people out throughout the day.
That's why Muslims pray 5 times a day. The reason it's 5 times a day is because the
Mm-hmm.
5 times a day is supposed to create a God consciousness within you that makes you aware of your behavior in between prayer times. So, for instance, if I make the early morning prayer and I go about my day, I got a noonday prayer coming up. Now, this is for the real people that really practice the faith. If I know I got a noonday prayer coming up, well, more than likely, I'm going to be mindful of my behavior or try to be mindful of my behavior in between the prayer periods so that when I go to pray at 12, I won't be feeling guilty about some shit that I know I shouldn't have did to begin with.
Facts.
See, a lot of things that we do that we know we're not supposed to do, we just do this shit because we too weak not to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean. Again, the will, being able to, and I use fasting because the desire to eat is one of the strongest drives in the human being, that hunger drive. So if you can control that, then you got a fighting chance of controlling your mind, your thoughts. So that multiple times a day praying, that's supposed to produce God consciousness. And God consciousness will ultimately, or it should, affect behavior. But again, you got to give something to get something. People have this perception that everything is just supposed to work around them. And it's not going to work that way. Some people just already lost. That's why I say I'm not concerned. I'm concerned with those of us of like mind, seeing what these individuals are speaking about and making ourselves ready as individuals. That's all I'm concerned about. That's it. I can read, I can understand. A bunch of people is going to be destroyed. A bunch of people is going. She's already said it. Society. I mean, we heard. So I'm over that. The time for missionary service, missionary. Yeah, that time passed.
Hmm.
I'm not a missionary. Yeah, that time passed. I'm not a missionary. I'm not trying to convert nobody. If you can't look at your own life and see what time it is, then who the fuck am I to waste my breath on your motherfucking name? If you can't look at your own set of circumstances as an individual, look at your life from 2, 3 years ago and see where things have changed, where things are lacking. If you can't see that for yourself, I'm shit. I don't know what to tell them.
Hmm. Nah, real talk, bro. Real talk. I mean, shit. All the signs, like I said, all the signs is there. And like Naeem just said, God ain't no genie. You can't just rub no magical lamp and he gonna poof you the fuck out of there on some Aladdin shit. I
Nah,
mean,
bro.
that shit
I'm
ain't gonna
telling you,
happen.
I'm telling you, bro. I firmly believe that I was able to do the time I did and not get infected with the disease of being institutionalized and everything else that come with being in prison because I admitted to myself and to the Most High that I was wrong for the things I did that led me to prison. I admit I didn't glorify it. I didn't go in there and get tattoos and all that dumbass shit that niggas do. Get more arrogant in your wrongdoing, which is why a lot of us can't stay out. I acknowledged I was wrong and I asked the Most High to help me.
Hmm.
bro, I didn't pray for parole. I asked to be changed because I knew if I was changed, then I'd stay out. I didn't have to worry about parole. I didn't have to worry,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
So
because that's the problem with parole. You don't learn nothing, or probation. You don't learn nothing.
so so that level of humility, most people don't have that. That's why again, you can't even get to the next step with the most high because you infected with the disease of being arrogant. In your mind, your life is everybody else's fault. You ain't did nothing. This is the thinking of a lot of people. They ain't did nothing. Life's been fucking over them from day one. Let them tell it. But the reality is, a bunch of us just make poor decisions. And we are in a habit of making poor decisions. But guess what? You at a time now where them poor decisions might cost you your ass, your whole ass. It might cost you your freedom. It might cost you your job. So you can keep thinking that it's 2008, 2012, 2013. Keep thinking that if you want to.
Hmm. Nah, hey, and I was saying like reason why I wanted to play them first is because this one was important. Like this came out today. Like I I follow full spectrum Beyonce and stuff, bro. And this came out today, and I just want, like I said, this is a listening. This is one of them listening things, bro. You gonna have to listen to what he's talking about because
Listen
I
and just think
realized,
about listen and just think about all the changes that have happened just in this year.
right.
Listen and think about how fast time is passing. People, we about to be in the eighth month of the year.
Hmm.
We passed the halfway point. Some of us didn't even get started on the first resolution, and a whole year done blew by already. So again, nobody, those of us that's on this live, we don't have time to waste.
Hmm.
We got to be preparing ourselves for what we about to go into as a nation. This
Right.
finna touch everybody. This finna touch everybody. Ain't no exemptions.
Hmm. It's like he trying to tell y'all this ain't no black and white thing. This ain't no Mexican and Indian or none. This ain't shit ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. This got everything to do with are you willing to survive? Are you trying to survive? This is why the title of the shit is always the survival games. This is why we named the podcast the survival games. We're in a
Yep.
survival game. B said that when you gotta go to the gas station, you gotta decide whether or not to put a whole 20 in there or half of the 20 and get you some food with the other half. Yeah, I mean that's a survival game.
Yep. And only again, survival, we have to do our part as individuals. But ultimately, your survival is gonna come down to your relationship with the source that gave you life, the source of life. See, that's what people forget. People act like they created themselves. We didn't, again, nobody woke us up this morning but the Most High, not your alarm clock. Like I always say, 1 million people worldwide die in their sleep every night. So that means somebody's alarm clock went off this morning and they didn't wake up.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't your clock, it wasn't your phone, it was the Most High. Humble yourself and acknowledge that. That's a start. That's a start right there. Just that right there. Humble yourself and acknowledge that the Most High woke you up, gave you another chance to get whatever right, whatever's wrong right, or try to begin the process of getting it right. begin the process of buying water, buying cans, buying, other survival items. You got to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But just being paralyzed by fear and or just running into, oh, that ain't gonna happen over here. That's not gonna cut it. It's happening, ma'am, sir. It
Hmm.
is happening.
Motherfucker, you in a third world country where you
And
can't
don't
drink
even
water. You can't drink water out the faucet or wash up in the water out the faucet. You gotta get that shit mailed to you and shit like that. Yeah. Houston is still without power, right, B?
some people
Some
they
people,
got
yeah.
most of Houston is back up, but it's still some pockets that don't have power.
And how long this been going on?
Shit, we going into 4 weeks now.
Almost a
It was three.
whole fucking month.
Yep.
Almost a whole month. I'm
And
pretty sure it was casualties out there.
it's skits on YouTube. They skits, but they show the real reaction of people
Hmm.
when an emergency broadcast is given. Some little girl, some young lady did a skit and she played a joke on I don't know if it was her mom or dad or aunt and uncle, I don't know who they were, but it was her and a adult male and adult female. And she YouTubed a fake uh national disaster warning. And you should have seen the man and woman in that house. All they was hollering about is we ain't got no food, we ain't got no water. What we gonna do? Cussing each other out, being mad at each other because the realization of they don't have shit. Talking about trying to go to the store. The store already packed. That's what people don't understand. That's the whole point of prepping. If you trying to wait until you get a warning, you've waited too late.
You dead. You dead.
You've waited too late because the minute a warning is given and it's something that hit everybody's phone,
Hmm.
every every gas station and every store is gonna be packed
Mm-hmm.
instantly, instant, and that's what's gonna create the run out.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have. See, back in the day when I was a kid, they kept stock in the store, meaning if someone on the shelf, they could go to the back and get it. It's not like that no more. If
Nope.
somebody on the shelf, they have to wait till a truck pull up.
Mm-hmm.
So now, picture it's a emergency broadcast that went out to every phone, every TV that ran out of food. The truck done pulled up. Do you honestly think that that person or those store people are going to be able to unload that truck? If you think that, you are naive. People gonna bum rush that truck. They gonna bum rush that truck. They
Mm-hmm.
gonna be bum rushing trucks. You think that once the gas pumps run dry, you think it's just gonna be you just finna just get in your car and wait for the diesel to come put gas to come refill. You're not being smart if that's how you think. You're right. Highways, streets,
Mm-hmm. Shut
instant,
down.
instant. It's gonna be instant gridlock, just like Katrina. Katrina showed you what the highway is gonna look like. People got stuck on the highway, ran out of gas. Do you know how long you got to be sitting in the car for it to run out of gas?
Yo, that's a long ass time, bro.
You damn right. People ran out of gas on the highway during Katrina. So again, wait until you get a warning. You're gonna be SOL because the fact of the matter is, most people too soft to go gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
most people they don't. And I'm talking about the average person that work a job. I'm talking about. I ain't talking about street. I'm talking about a regular person that ain't had a fight since elementary. They don't think about having to kill for necessity. We've seen the movies. They've showed us. They
Mhm.
telegraph they telegraph everything coming through the movies and the TV shows. And in World War Z,
Oh wait.
in the supermarket, what was going on? A motherfucker was in there trying to rape somebody. That's why Brad Pitt had to kill that dude. They wasn't fighting over food, but people were in the store fighting over food, getting killed over food, cans and water, that same shit. So yeah, so you getting warned, we being warned, and you choose not to heed that warning. That's on you
Hmm.
because when you have somebody like Celestial talking about events, years, not months, years. Like I keep saying, before Biden fell the first time, that bears some consideration if you wise. Now, I'm not telling you to go to church and do this, that, and other, but I'm telling you to use your logic, use your intellect. You gotta ask yourself, who told this woman this? If you don't believe that it was the Most High, then the next question is, where is she getting this information from? And why is she unafraid to reveal it? Do you know how unfashionable that statement is? America is finna be destroyed. What? That's not a light statement. You can't make that statement in some circles right now. Not in person. You
I
might
ain't
have
hit.
you might have a swab on your hand.
I ain't hear one time say put donate to the Cash App or yeah, my Cash App if
She
y'all would
not
like
even
to.
bro, she not
Bruh.
even monetized. That channel not even monetized. She's not she here because God told her to come.
Yeah, yeah,
And she tell
I
you
can
that
tell.
she tell you that in every video. The only reason she's doing that is because the Most High told her to use the tools of her generation, meaning use YouTube, use Twitter, use Rumble, use uh,
Mhm.
all these outlets to get the message out so people can't say that they don't know.
Right.
So that's what brought her to YouTube because she been getting dreams and visions since 2012.
Was what was that? That word? Not it was. It's something like visions. What's that word? I like that word. I don't really like visions like that. What is it? Remember I was telling you about the dream I had, and Naeem was saying about the sewers being backed up, and I was like, yeah, I had a dream that my tub and my sink was doing that. Oh, my tub, my toilet, or something like that. And after I get one down, the other one was starting coming up. And I was running through the house, and you was like, "Oh yeah, that sound like it used a certain word." Damn, what is that word? It's gonna come to me later. It's gonna come to me later.
Oh shit.
Premonition. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I like premonition. I like premonitions better than visions. She has more premonitions than anything.
So, and again, she got prophecies that on the blog that's not on YouTube. Because, like I say, she been doing this since 2012. So,
Hmm.
with for me, full spectrum. the things he talk about, more frugal, the things he talk about, the everything going on in the world, and then couple that with her statements, bro,
Hmm.
it's not looking good at all. and
Nah, fuck
and
that.
that's why I say every show, whatever you whatever your power is, you need to be trying to draw close to it because you're gonna need it.
Hmm.
We
Man,
all gonna need it.
to
That's
hear
the thing.
her say that, to hear her say that, and then for full spectrum, so I don't, I'm gonna give y'all play by play on how this happened, and that why it happened the way it did, because B sent me this. He got to talking about it. So I was going through and I was listening to it. I'm like, dang. And then I seen another one and I clicked on it. I was already going to talk about Kamala Harris from the beginning. I was going to do something about her from the beginning. My original thing was to do a live with her speaking, but it just so happened that B sent me one of Celestial's videos. So boom, I'm listening to her talk, and I'm like, dang, that's crazy. And I'm looking like, hold up, this came out years ago. And I'm like, what the heck, bro? So I'm like, all right, whoa. So I had to go back and find this video, clip these parts, and put this shit and present this shit like this. And as I'm clipping them, I'm trying to think of the thumbnail. I'm like, dang, what kind of thumbnail I need to do. And I'm like, at first the thumbnail, I'm thinking like a dragon with Kamala Harris head. So I'm trying to see how I'm gonna make it work. And I'm like, nah, it's not gonna work like that. So as I'm doing that, full spectrum come on. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go listen to this while I get some more ideas. As I'm listening to this shit, bro, the first couple minutes, I just hear next thing you know, start talking about prophecy, and I'm like, what the, like, hold up. And I'm listening. I'm like, yo, hold up, nah, bro, nah, we definitely gotta do this now. We definitely gotta.
Bro, Celestial got so many people have taken different prophecies and used them on TikTok. It's not even funny because this Kamala is one thing. She got so many prophecies, bro, as far as the things that people claim they see in the woods, and how these are uh some of these entities are manifestations of fallen angels.
Mm,
Uh yeah, so and a lot of these some of the stuff she didn't even know about, but people send her when the prophecy started fulfilling, they sent her information. You know what I'm saying? So it this woman is this woman is definitely, for me, she plugged in to
nah,
the source.
she
She
definitely
plugged
was.
in to the source, and like I say, her prophecies just don't deal with the political landscape of this country. She got prophecies on huh, the fallen coming back to earth, uh, hybrids. Uh, I mean, you
Mhm.
name it. I mean, you name it, because
Yeah,
these things that we've been told were fake are real. Well, she
right.
like one of her prophecies, she telling people, you need to stay out the woods because it's entities and beings in the woods that are from another dimension. And you got to think about how many accounts are there of truck drivers and campers and different people saying that they saw something in the woods, saying that they saw something that was running the same speed as the vehicle.
Nah, shit. Even I seen a video. I seen a video. Little boy was in the daggone woods, and somehow he was walking. He walked off a trail, and then next thing you know, he was being like he was reported missing. But then they see him walking home the next day, and they like where you was at and all this other stuff, and it was like no, I was over here and somebody was leading me, and they got. So from where his house is, where the kid house was, and where he got missing, where he came missing, was not no walking distance. We talking about from town to town through the woods in the pitch dark, and he found his way back home. And he said somebody was guiding him back home.
See,
So, bro, I believe shit be going on in the woods that you just other natural things be going on.
right. Things that's beyond our,
Yeah,
you know, yeah.
yeah, heck yeah, I believe, and that's kind of like that's kind of why it was like that's kind of why I wanted to do this live like this is because I believe in signs. I believe in stuff that happens for a reason. You see what I'm saying? And there's no it wasn't it could have been a coincidence that he just randomly wanted to talk about prophecies on this day after I just got finished watching, I mean, the video of the lady talking about Kamala making a prophecy about Kamala, and I was ultimately going to do a video about her, but didn't know what video I wanted to do. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
yeah, that shit is a sign. Like, so yeah, supernatural things be happening. You gotta be tapped to your to like be like we say you gotta be tapped in with your spiritual side.
You got to because we coming up in a time where if your gut is telling you to go left, but your mind is telling you to go right, right could lead to death, could lead to major problems. You're gonna have to get to a point to where you trust your gut, your intuition. Like I'm saying, that is the part of the self that is not confined to time and space. That's why you can get that feeling, whether you should do something or go a place, you can get a certain feeling because that part of you that's not confined to time and space has already went there and seen, okay, if you go, it's gonna be, you might get in a car wreck. It's a car wreck down the street. So now you need to just chill. And that's why you can't understand sometimes. Like me personally, I've experienced getting dressed, taking a shower, getting dressed, want to go somewhere, told the people I'm finna come, and right at the last minute, nah, I'ma chill. Because I heed those feelings. Because
Hmm.
I know that's not me. Because me, I've gotten myself ready. I'm ready to go. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
people gonna have to get to a point to where they can hear and trust the intuition. Because like I say, we coming up on a time where shit, your gut telling you to go left and you choose to go right, it might cost you.
Mhm. Yeah, let's get into this full spectrum. This one today though, like I said, y'all listen to what he talking about. This shit gets real. This shit get real. And yeah, those damn nah for real name like they can't tell me they know what's at the bottom of that ocean. They don't know what's down there. Them motherfucking creatures. Megalodon finna come back. All that. Like that they still finding fresh fossil teeth from damn megalodon that be like that goes past the date of when he was supposed to be extinct. So I man miss me with that. And sharks will lose their teeth like hair follicles. So ain't no telling.
Guys, there are some very dark things that you're going to have to put up with in the next couple of months. Some times that maybe you haven't had to experience in your past. You're going to be faced with some things that include violence in your own city and state. I just got off a warning with a guy who gives intelligence. He's an open source intelligence operator. For anyone who doesn't know what OSINT is, open source intelligence is where the government pays contractors to find algorithms, to develop data, to be able to pass that information along through channels that aren't government oriented to the US government so that they can dive a little bit deeper and maybe do a little more research or even act on some of the information that they are given. I was just on the phone with an OSINT operator and he was telling me some things that really scared the shit out of me. I'm telling you, actually scared me. Now, I try not to curse very much on this channel because I understand that we have a lot of family members of different religions and different ideas and ideologies here, but let me tell you, things are going to hell, and they're going to hell pretty quick. Guys, your money, it's not safe. That was probably one of the biggest takeaways that I got from talking with him. Your money is not safe. It is not secure. Now that means your employment, it means the general economy, that means the savings that you have in the bank account, that means the stock market. It's pretty much across the board. Your money is not safe. You have no security. Now here in the USA, we have this big rat race where everybody gets money, they spend money, the government takes their money, the corporations take their money, and you always are behind. That's the game plan, right? Just like your credit score wants you to be always in debt. If you're out of debt, if you don't need credit, they don't need you and they don't want you, so they won't lend you any money. He said that no matter what pocket of the economy you're in, from you're working at Walmart or a fast food joint, all the way up to the big corporate sector, some of the marketing sectors, and the stock market, we are in trouble. Now, they have said that the next bailout is going to be the one that ruins the world. I find that to be probably true. They know that we are past the point of no return here. And so I'm trying to get my stuff together here, and I'm trying to, even though I can't afford to do things a certain way, I'm trying to make it work. And I'm trying to put up fence with things that aren't really fence, or I'm trying to, not have anything that can, if I can cut a corner, I'm cutting a corner. If it's not going to be vital to security, vital to health, vital to any of these other things, I'm trying to make it work. And let me tell you, here's my message: try to get ahead. Now, you need to be growing something. I don't care if it's a cucumber. You need to be working on your health, and you need to be thinking about what you do if you have no more money. What assets can you move? What fallbacks can you have? What family members or group members can you bind together with and try to make ends meet? What's coming down the line is scary. It's big changes, and everybody's going to be affected. Now, here's some more economic news. Major U.S. banks are reporting a spike in credit card debt and credit card fraud that is linked to major border invasions. They say the open border policy, as criminal migrants from other countries move into the USA, has formed bank fraud rings, and we are seeing American citizens being attacked in they're basically stealing your identity. I have a write-in here from Peter Mitchell. Says, I'm a cop who works in the Narcotics Enforcement Division. I spend plenty of time volunteering for a task force who combats fentanyl. I'm here to tell you that fentanyl from China being trafficked by the cartels in Mexico is not something we're starting to see. That's what's been happening since 2020. It's no coincidence that all of our military-age males are strung out on fentanyl. They say also that this is the 21st century of asymmetrical warfare. The frustrating part is that the federal government does know this, and they still put very little effort into overdoses or getting to the root cause of this. And he suggests, and we see some other suggestions here, maybe not directly from Peter Mitchell, we see some other suggestions here that maybe this is being done on purpose. Maybe the youth and the population is being diluted and diverted on purpose. Joe Rogan, Jimmy Dore, they discussed a wide range of political topics in a recent conversation. They criticized the current system that is moving toward tyranny, and they criticized some past leaders. I've got some key points here. One, they said Trump and the system. Jimmy says, I never hated Trump. I hated the system that got us Trump. Blaming Barack Obama, bailing out banks, displacing families, passing a health care plan that favors big pharma and insurance companies. Then we have the Ukraine the conflict there. Joe Rogan says he has criticized the prolonged funding of the Ukrainian conflict, suggesting that it's a means to funnel money. Now, I've told you this. All of our politicians who are for the Ukrainian war are saying, hey, yeah, we got to fund them. Let's throw them a couple bill.
Nah, salute, Naeem. Nah, hey, Naeem. I'm telling you, bro. This is why it's important. That's why it's important. You can't give up. You can't give up. You got a voice for a reason. You know what I mean? Like shoot, people look forward to hearing what you gotta say and hearing you break down certain things, especially with the 48 laws and all that. Like, yeah, you be touching on some heavy topics. And I get it because B B say the same thing. B say the same thing, man. I ain't I ain't doing. I'm getting tired of motherfuckers saying that. Nah, I get you. I get you, B. I get you. You know, but see, if we don't do it, then the people that stranded out there and is lost and can't find a way, yeah, we leaving them out there. We gotta help them. We gotta at least leave the light on for them so they can find their way. Yeah, man, shit. Because that's I guess that's just the type of personality how I was raised. I can't help it. I can't help it. Even though y'all motherfuckers I'm getting tired of it. I still might be that. I still might be that one. If you climbing up the hill, I might be that one to stick my hand out. Like, come on, bro. God damn, bro, hurry up. I might be that one.
Yeah, everybody got a role to play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody got their role to play.
That's just my personality because that's just life. Shit.
Hmm.
Most things in life, don't nobody have to tell me twice to do it.
Right.
I already know it need to be done, so I'm gonna take steps to do it, or I'm gonna get it done. But definitely, if you tell me I need to do something, you're not gonna have to tell me that twice.
Hmm.
So that level of expectation, we ought to be able to expect that if you of like mind, then you're not wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? You getting yourself together. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Get on here.
Billion dollars. Let's throw them a couple hundred mil today. It's a Saturday. They needed a little 900 mil. They just throw it over there. Why? Because they have their corporations set up, and that's who's getting the money there. Sure, Zelensky takes his cut of his snow powder. Sure, he takes everything off the top that he wants. This is a game to them. You're going to start seeing some big reaction soon. Jimmy Dore claimed that there is an immediate peace agreement that will take place in the Russian invasion that was once undermined by the Western interference. They criticized Boris Johnson's involvement. He mentioned forced conscription in Ukraine. Now, here's one thing that you need to start thinking about. Another thing that I talked with that open source intelligence operator about, forced conscription. A draft that's not called a draft. Imagine. They already put it into law. They're already making it law that they can send your wife off to war, send your daughters off to war. How much McFly do we have to take to be able to wake up and see that this is absolutely a shite show?
Now check
Getting
this
back
out.
to it, historical actions. Jimmy Dore says that in the highlighted.
Now check this out. They trying to institute a draft at a time when people in the military don't like being in the military. So as this relates to the fighting force, say for instance, Russia against Russia or China, who finna fight? When your military is doing TikTok dances,
Hmm. You feel me?
who finna fight? When military people that's in the military are making videos telling people don't join the military. So you're gonna draft people who already have little or no fighting morale, and you think these soldiers finna stand up against who? So
No
again,
doubt.
taking this taking this information and correlating it to the prophecy, we can see how America's doomed. Look at our military. This military is not the World War II military. Back
Mm-hmm.
then, back then, and this is not the 9/11 military either. See, 9/11 happened, the fight morale of the country was ignited, and you had an enlistment that was breaking records. This is not that time no more because the mask of America has been pulled off, and people don't want to fight for what this country stands for, what it really stands for. So you can draft all you want to. You're gonna draft a bunch of deserters.
Yeah. Shit, I told y'all in the early episodes, I ain't playing with y'all ladies. Shit, y'all want to be out here hot girl shit and popping y'all shit and real ass bitch get fuck about a nigga. Yeah, your
The
ass gonna
beast,
be right out there.
the beast
Your ass
about to get you.
right out.
The beast about to give you an opportunity to be just that.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
And
Hell yeah.
same thing for dudes.
Yeah. Oh what? Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Y'all want to go paint y'all nails and shit? Mm-hmm. I want to paint y'all nails. Y'all better put y'all gonna paint them red, white, and blue.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so you got this going on. We got all this talk about civil unrest. What's gonna happen when they start trying to take people to jail for not enlisting? See,
Mm.
it's so many catalysts that the beast have that makes civil unrest unavoidable. At this point, it's unavoidable. We see the play with Sonya Massey. So you got the racial fire turned up. We see the play with Trump and Harris. You got the political fire turned up. You see what's going on with the economy. Migrants coming over here, getting this and that and the other. Americans over here, that fire is burning, burning. And then you got the draft. Something gonna give. And once them first shots get to firing,
Hmm.
it's up. It's up.
Yeah. I don't know if
Because
y'all know, like, we just had fucking China for the first time ever. I was just telling y'all for the first time ever, Russia and China bombers was seen flying past Alaska or close enough to where as though they had to go intercept them motherfuckers. So it's like that's and this they said this the first time ever they seen that shit. So man, look, if y'all don't realize y'all on a brink of some new world shit, yeah, yeah, know what to say.
no, so it's so many. So it's unavoidable. The political fire. Neither side. I keep saying this. Neither side is gonna accept the results.
Look at that, 56 miles outside Alaska, when the line is 55 miles,
Right. So
man.
so going to the playground. That's that. I bet you won't cross this line.
Go ahead, yeah, yeah, hell yeah.
That's
They
what that
draw a
is.
sign. Yeah, you draw the line in the sand and shit. Step over that line if you want to.
And what Russia and China is saying, we up on the line. Now what?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna do something? You didn't let us get this close to it. What's up?
Mm-hmm.
And again, the American people are not ready. We're not ready.
No, hell no.
Not as a nation.
Hell no, bro. They just had it's had a whole group of transmissions on the damn Olympics, cross dressing, spinning around, dancing half naked with lingerie. Oh my gosh, bro, it's crazy, bro. Shit was
So
crazy.
again, if you can't see that there's a spirit, there's an energy on this earth that may have been in the closet, but it's coming out boldly and proclaiming itself. You can't see that. I don't know what kind of eyes you have, because again, that ritual of an opening ceremony, and
Hmm.
then they've already done. People have already done research on different ceremonies and how every Olympics you got somebody black getting killed by the police.
Mm.
He
Mm.
went down to Trayvon. He went down to Philando Castile.
That's something we gonna have to bring up. We gonna have to bring that up.
I
Had to
sent you
discuss
that
that.
video to watch.
You did?
Yes, man. Come on, bro. I sent you a video. I sent you a video by a brother named Ani Asaru. And in that video, he breaks that down about how,
Oh,
yeah,
with the time, with the dates and the, I mean, with the numbers, the guy with the numbers.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. I know you're talking about. This. All right. Yeah. 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 Damn. So we. And that's crazy because I was thinking about that shit too. Like, yo, bro, we might have to do a 2-part segment to that shit. If we bring that shit up, yeah, we had to do a 2-part segment to that because that shit got too much information for the people to get all in one sitting. That
Oh
shit
yeah.
got
So,
too
but
much
yeah,
information.
he highlighted that. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it's all it's all kind of rituals going on. And what people need to understand is real people can die in a fake movie.
Oh yeah.
Because again, the energy that these elites and these entertainers are pledged to demands blood sacrifice. That's why family members, sons, daughters, uh, just depend on what you up for. If you pledge or if you've taken that oath, you take that oath. That oath requires blood to be shed. People need to stop thinking that Donald Trump is not a part of that order. People need to stop thinking that Kamala is not a part of that order. There are no independent. Everybody that we see is part of the program. Vote for what when your country says that it's okay to take your child to a pride parade where it's going to be adults out here naked and urinating on each other. Vote for who? What difference do that make? See, don't nobody want to talk about the real sickness that got this country in the condition that it's in.
Hmm.
You want to talk about politics and economy. Those shits are symptoms of a bigger and greater and deeper problem. Again, we talking about Hollywood. They been messing with kids. Look at Shirley Temple. That's in the 50s.
Hmm.
Yeah, look at her story. There ain't nothing new under the sun. Just start this shit with Orlando Brown.
Bro, yo, you know what's crazy? Now this shit right hit different. This shit right hit different for the people that don't know about this. Cause I didn't even know about this shit. Alright, so the movie All Dogs Go to Heaven, bro. you remember the end of that movie
Mm-hmm.
where the girl was on the bed and she was crying and Charlie was ready to go up to heaven and stuff like that and bruh, he was talking to the little girl on the bed. All right, so that little girl died before that movie came out. That little girl got killed by her father. And that little girl, the little girl that played in had the voice in that movie, All Dogs Go to Heaven, is the same girl that did Ducky and Land Before Time. So I didn't know that. And I definitely ain't know that she had got killed by her father. And that shit is crazy. I was like, bro, do you know how different that makes that movie now? Like to know that the girl was actually dead and he was talking to her voiceover. That's yo, dang, bro. That shit hit different, bro. That shit hit different. I was like, wow, bro. And I like that movie. Like All Dogs Go to Heaven. That was one of my favorite movies, bro. You know, I ain't never know that shit. And damn, bro. That's this happens a lot in that Hollywood scene, bro.
Because the that's what that's what that's pledged to the dark side. That's what that is. Like I say, if you look at child actresses and actors, bro, they did them people, those child actors and actresses, they did them people bad in the 50s, in the 40s, in the 60s. They did them people bad because this is prior Me Too, prior social media, prior you gonna run tell somebody. Yeah, them people didn't have an option. So, when you see Raven Simone, Orlando Brown, all these other actors and actresses who later in their career come out and find out that they was, molested or what have you. It didn't start with, it's not nothing new. It's not a new phenomenon. But yeah, I'm about to get ready to get up out of here.
Yeah,
Uh, I'm about to get ready to get up out of
yeah.
here. I hope
Dang.
you know, something was shared that you got that was beneficial. Definitely go check out some of Celestial videos to see how long she be doing this. This is not, you know, Sana Bella. This is some certified, bona fide information that's coming from a whole nother. It's coming from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Hmm. Yeah. I'm again. You know what I'm saying? Like hearing that shit, hearing what she had to say, and like,
Bro, you
cause
you
that
just
joint's
scratch,
an hour.
bro. You
That
just scratched the surface.
yeah,
Trust
that ain't
me.
even nothing for real.
You
Like
you you just scratching the surface. If that got your hair standing up, I don't even know if you need to proceed. Like
that's
real talk,
oh
because
heck no.
she got some information, man. That's make you want to get right. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, nah, everybody need to go after this. If this live doesn't motivate you to go listen to her and actually give an hour of your time just to listen to what she has to say, because within that hour you're gonna be hooked, you're gonna be stuck. Like she's gonna be touching on topics, and this is like B said, we not this not no pastor. She didn't go to to Bible camp and become a pastor, nothing like that. Nah, she's just somebody who's getting premonitions and they're gonna sharing her premonitions with y'all. and I think, I mean, shoot, for her to be so accurate, yeah, I think y'all should be on point. I think y'all should be in tune. That's why I'm finna go. Yeah, look at other videos. I can see it that's relevant to what we be talking about. You know,
You,
because
if you go to a channel, the channel is the Master's Voice Prophecy Blog. Okay, you go to a channel, right? She has chapters. So she has the America, I mean, she has the Russia and China series. She has the Judgment of America series. She has the series that she touches on Nephilim or the giants and the fallen angels. So once you go to that channel, you can pick which section you want to listen to because it's the the uh the prophecy that you were listening to, Chop, that's under the Judgment series. That's in the Judgment series. So the Russia and China series is dealing with what's going to happen on the military side of things and how that's going to affect the people in this country.
mm,
Yeah. So like I say, just go over there and you know,
right,
I,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I don't know what else to say about that. Y'all gotta go over there.
yeah, there ain't nothing else to say. You just have to
Ain't
go
nothing
over
else to
there and
say.
hear it. You have to go over there and hear it, and you decide from what you hearing and how things are changing and where things are and where they're headed. Again, if you think it's going to get better, let the opening of the Olympics show you that it's not.
Mm,
Let that be your evidence that it's not getting any better.
it's not going to either. We're gonna
Exactly.
have we're gonna have to fall and then rebuild.
That's how it go. That's nature. So yeah, man, it's a good show. And I'm gonna get up out of here and like I say, I'll be in touch, Chop. I'll probably be sending you something later on today or something.
Already.
All right, y'all. I'm out.
Yeah.
These things are from the I am who is perfect. They shall certainly be, whether you believe them or not. But when they come to pass, know that it was revealed to you what the end of America will be: a regime government, a rogue government under sway to the beast and controlled by the dragon who gave him his throne. Please do not forget that I said that as this prophecy began, as God was talking to me last night before bed, I was seeing a massive dragon flying over America, and it was crying out, roaring. It was just a dragon roaring. But what that roar was saying was victory, victory. And it was flying all over this country.